What is up, you beautiful little creature, wherever you are, whoever you are? Hopefully, you're having a wonderful day. So, thank you for tapping in with me with this story. So, I'm going on with the Jimson story. This is part 4. So, go find 1, 2, and 3 to get the beginnings of this big fucking story. We're kind of getting in the meat and potatoes with this one. So, it's definitely going to get good. Again, I'm going to try to keep these around 25 to 30 minutes. I'm sorry, y'all, if it's too long, but definitely tap in because it's something really cool. So, with that one, where I left you guys off at, was the lady that gave me the water and then told me she couldn't give me a ride. So, I'm walking down the road that I'm walking down, okay? And so as I'm walking, I get maybe, I want to say, about a quarter of a mile down the road from the lady's house, after the fact of seeing her and talking to her and whatnot. Now, so about a quarter mile down in the walk, and of course I still have my friend that is the illusion, and he's the one walking beside me. I'm still walking with the bike and everything. That isn't there. Again, if you want to know what's going on, you gotta go back to 1, 2, and 3 and find out. So we're walking, right? And so about quarter of the mile down into it, we start seeing a cop car. And like in my head, I'm like, yes, thank fucking God. Somebody that will fucking help me, because, you know, I didn't know what the fuck was going on, where it was at, none of that. And of course, because of the crazy stuff that was going on and whatnot, I wasn't really, I was not there, mentally ready for any of it. Okay, so like I said, you guys ain't even to the best parts of this whole story. This is where all the stuff I've been saying, you about to get your wigs split. Alright, so again, I'm only 15 years old. I ate Jimson pods, Jimson Weed. Look it up, do your research. So anyway, this cop is coming at us, and he stops. Well, this cop knows me. His name's Mike. Well, he rolls the window down, and like, he would be on my left hand side, I would be on the right hand side. I'm on the right hand side walking down the road. He pulls up on my left, and he rolls down the window, and he's like, "Hey James, where are you going? What you doing? Why are you out in the middle of nowhere?" And I said, "Man, I am so happy that I've seen you, or that anybody of like any type of police or anybody out here has been on this road, because nobody's been on this road. And please, can you please give me a ride home?" And he said, "Well, I can't really do that, because the laws out here don't allow it in Indiana." And and I was like, "No, dude, you don't understand. I don't know where I'm at. I got into an argument with one of my friends. He kicked me out of the house in the middle of the night. And then I think I blacked out after partying or doing whatever. When whatever happened, I woke up in a ditch way back there. Me and my homie, we're just trying to get home." And he's like, "Are you on something?" And I was like, "No, dude, I'm not on anything. Why would you even think that?" He goes, "Well, I'm just asking, are you on something? Because you show signs you might be on something." And I'm like, "No, dude, I'm not on anything. Why would you even think that?" And he goes, "Sir, I'm just gonna have to say, Mr. Beep, you need to go ahead and you need to go in front of my car, put your hands on the hood, and you need to just chill out, give me a second. And I was like, okay. So I go in the front of his squad car. I put my hands on the hood. And at that time, I wasn't on any probation. At that time, at that point in time in my life. Um, and so, like, he does whatever in his car, runs my, like, little name, my ID, my social, all that stuff. And he gets out and he walks around to the side of me, and I'm standing right there at the car. And he's like, hey, I'm going to ask you one thing and one thing only. Is there anything in your pockets before I stick my hands in there so I don't hurt myself? And I'm like, nah, man, I just got cigarettes, a lighter, a DVD, a Walkman, headphones, and that's it. That's all I got. And so he reaches into my pockets, goes through my pockets, and all of a sudden, like, he just pulls out the matches and one cigarette in a Ziploc baggie that the guy gave me at the first house. Because the guy gave me a Ziploc baggie with 5 cigarettes because they were pre-roll fucking roll your own smokes. And so, you know, like, he kind of like didn't know what to say or do. Like, that's all he found in my pockets, and he looks at me because when he got done, he like kind of like took me this way or grabbed me by this and whipped me around. He looks at me dead up in the face, up and down, and he's like, I'm going to ask you one more time, are you on anything? I was like, no, dude, I haven't taken anything, I haven't ingested anything, haven't got high, none of that. And so he's looking at me, he goes, well, I don't understand what you're talking about with your friend, and you keep saying that you have a bike. And I'm like, yeah, it's right over there. And, like, I was pointing to the illusion and the other illusion. The illusion of my friend and the illusion of, you know, the bike. And he's like, dude, there's nothing there. You're lying. You have to be on something. I'm like, no, I'm not. You fucking tell him. You tell him. And the whole time, I'm seeing this apparition, this illusion, this hallucinogenic fucking person and bike and everything, like, right in front of me with the cop there. And the person didn't talk. The only thing that the person did was stare at me and then just do this. That's all. That's it. Okay? And so he was like, okay, well, you have to be on something, because here's the thing. And at this point in time, we're face to face in front of the cop car. And he looks at me, he goes, you have to be on to something, James, because of the fact of the matter that, like, we've already got calls about you. I didn't know who it was until I seen you, but now, knowing that you're on this road, you have to be the only person they're talking about. So I was like, okay, that's weird in my head, but at first I was like, okay, you know, like, they got the wrong guy type thing. And he's like, well, the owners of 3 different houses have called, and they have reported someone, like, either walking up to their door, knocking on their door, standing at their door for periods of time, and then walking back out of their driveway or walking off of their properties, and then either standing in the road or walking up and down the driveway. And I was like in awe. I had no clue, and I even went as far as like, hey, you know, Lee, you need to tell this dude, like, hey, like, you went to that house. And he looks at me, he goes, who are you talking to? You are not talking to anyone. And I was like, yes, I am. And when I said that is when he was like, okay, you're obviously on something, like, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put you in handcuffs, and then we're going to go to these three people that called the police, and we're going to talk to these people. And if they actually say, yeah, it was you, and if they want to press charges for whatever reason because you were on their property, they are going to. I will let them. And I was like, dude, I don't know what the fuck is going on then. If all this is made up in my brain, I don't know what's going on, other than possibly maybe I was hit by a car last night when I was blacked out and I'm having a concussion moment. Other than that, I don't know, Mike. And he said, okay, well, I still have to, put locks on me and everything else. He had to put me in handcuffs. So he puts me in the handcuffs, and when he puts me in the handcuffs, he puts me in the handcuffs in the front driver's side. So we go to the first house, the guy that gave us the cigarettes, or me the cigarettes. Or, well, both of us, but you know what I mean. Like, he gave me the cigarettes, but I thought he was giving me what he gave me because of allegedly, my friend that was with me, because my friend also smoked. The one that is real does smoke. So in general, so we go to the first house, and so he leaves me in the car. He goes up to the door. He talks to the owner, and he comes back and he's like, "Yeah, the guy's cool. He doesn't care." He said he talked to you, and he said that he just thought that you were a little diddy. So, like, he doesn't want nothing bad to happen to you. He just wants you to get home. And so I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. That's kind of, great or whatever in my head. I didn't say anything to him other than, like, hey, like, did he say anything about my friend? And that's when Mike piped up, and he said that the guy said that there was nobody. And he said that he didn't see anybody and he didn't see a bike. And so when he said that, the next thing that happened was the next house, which was the second house that we ran into, which was the house that had the car with the boxes, and then the truck on the side that had the two wheels that were off the truck. And my friend or the illusion went up to the door and then talked to them, and then they finally said that they would give us a ride, but then they didn't give us a ride. But then all of a sudden the car left out of nowhere, and then when the car backed out and went down the same road back down the other way that I just came, and then later on as I was walking, it just completely disappeared within seconds. So we went back to that house. Now, with that house, there was a barn in the back, a small little barn, and the doors were wide open. Now, the whole time that we're going to these houses, y'all, my illusion, my friend, the person that I was seeing, was in the back seat the whole fucking time, dude. Like, I was literally talking to the person in the backseat the whole fucking time. Even when Mike went and he talked to the people in these houses, I was talking to this guy, this illusion, whatever it was. Now, this is when it gets kind of like, holy fuck, because to this day, I have no clue. I don't know how to tell you. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if it's paranormal. I don't know if it's just me tripping my nuts off. I don't know. But what I can tell you is, we got to the house, he went to go talk to them, and when he went to go talk to them, I literally seen the apparition, the illusion, the person that was not there, that was in my subconscious mind. I seen that person literally, like, blink. I blinked as I'm looking at this person in the cop car. I blink, and then I look over, and when I look over, he's already outside, and he's on, like, the side of the cop car, off to my right-hand side, and he's going back towards that barn. Now, that barn, it wasn't big, but it wasn't small. It was like this, and it went down like this, and it had just two doors that was already open like this, and it had, like, a little, square up there for the hay and all that. And this barn where you were at, or where we were at when we were looking at it or pulled in and you're looking at it, you could see straight through it at that time of day. It was about, I want to say about 4:30, 5 o'clock. So bright sun, everything, like you could see through it, no problem. Well, when I watched this illusion, this whatever it was, like I watched him walk into that barn. When I watched him walk into that barn, the barn went black, completely black, for, I want to say, like maybe 5 to 10 seconds. The barn went completely black, and then all of a sudden these bats came flying outwards from the back of the barn and then all the way up. And when it went all the way up out of the barn, it went up towards the sun. And then when it got up towards the sun, it, like, the bats broke apart and became these like little huge bright balls of like blue and like gold yellowish like orbs. And the orbs, they would break apart and there would be like 4 of them, and you could see the energy and the electricity through it. And when they would break apart, they would like kind of sparkle or whatever, and then they would keep flying towards the sun, and it disappeared. Like, it would, the further it got to the sun, the further the whole apparition and the whole illusion of what I was seeing would like dissipate just in front of my eyes, just gone. And I watched this happen in real time. Straight up real time. To the point I freaked the fuck out on Mike, the cop. Like, when he came back and he started like flipping the fuck out on me. He's like, what are you flipping out about? What are you talking about? What are you screaming about? And I tell him everything I just told y'all to his fucking face. And he's like, I don't believe you. Da 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 da. And I'm like, dude, go in that barn. I don't give a fuck. Go in that barn and see if that dude's there. Because I'm telling you, I watched that motherfucker and that shit just happened. So unless you do it, I'm not going to believe that you believe me, or that, I'm not going to come to grips of reality that all this is an illusion, is basically, in a sense, what I told him, but not as, fancy, because I was 15. I didn't have a lot of wordplay back then. But that's my point. So he did, because that was the other thing, is the reason why he wanted to go to every single house was to find this person that I kept talking about that was right fucking there with me the whole time. Every time he was like, oh, I'm going to go find your friend, I would say, he's right here. And he would joke and laugh and giggle and smile like it was made up. And so he goes up to the barn. He walks into the barn, walks out and around the barn, and talks to like the owner, whoever, right there for a second. Then comes back to me, gets in his car, sits down, and he's like, okay, so what fully did you see? And then I told him the rest of everything that I just told you guys. And he looks at me, he goes, are you sure you're not on anything at all? I'm like, no, dude. I have not smoked weed today. I haven't drank today. I haven't taken pills today. I haven't fucking done anything. Nothing at all. Like, I'm sober, dude. I woke up in a fucking ditch. Like, I have no clue where the fuck I'm at. I am not on nothing. And he's like, okay, well, here's the thing. I'm going to take you to one more place. And if nothing happens, and there's no, they say nothing bad about you, or that they don't want to press charges and they just want you to go back home or find your home, I'm just going to take you home. I think if something is not right up here with you, you obviously have to go somewhere and get checked out. So I was like, okay, whatever, let's let's go wherever you want. By that time I was already getting shitty with him, and that's literally what I said, was like, okay, whatever, like, take me to the last house, the only person, the old lady. And so he's like, okay, so we go to the last house, which was the old lady's house. Now, here's the fucking trippy shit. Here's more trippy shit that I can't explain. So we go to the last house. Remember the whole conversation I had with the lady? And gave me 2 waters, which I really had waters. Yeah. That lady wasn't even in that house. There was no lady there. At all. There was no old lady. It was an older man that lived there, and that was it. And the older man said that all he did was give me water when I walked up to the door, and he said that I tried to talk to him about getting a ride, but because of how sketchy and weird I was acting, he wasn't going to give me a ride. And he said that he told the police or the people when he called to not get me in trouble or whatever, but to just pick me up and make sure that I was okay. Because when I guess when I was like talking to whatever at that point in time on that person's property before the police, before Mike got there, I guess like he noticed like I had like a huge egg on my head, dude. Like huge knot. Okay. And so like by this time, like he goes there, and that's when I find that shit out. So Mike goes up in there and he knocks on the door, and like it's an older guy. Like I'm even freaking out already because I'm in the fucking driveway, and the old truck that was there originally isn't there. And it's like, and it was a older like station wagon, and a full size, one of them old box full size 80s with the pull up fucking, the pull up shit where you can pull up a table and shit. You know what I mean? Old school. Anyway, that's what was sitting in the drivers. That's what was sitting in the driveway. Okay, and so I was already freaking out because I was seeing something brand new that I never seen. Then when I watched him go up to the door, the swing was not there. There's no swing. The only thing that was on the fucking porch at the time when I got back there with Mike was a small, like, little pull-out, cheapy Dollar General fucking chair. That was it. That was it. One of the old school ones, not the cool ones we have now. One of the really plastic, shitty ones from the 90s. Because that's when this shit happened. So, yeah, crazy. So, he talks to them, and that's when he comes back. And he's like, dude, I don't know what you're on, and today you get a pass, because I don't know if you're hurt, or I don't know if you're on a drug, and I'm not going to do the paperwork. What I'm going to do for you at this point in time is I'm going to take you home and drop you off. Stay home. Do not go anywhere. I do not want to see you out and about an hour from now. And I looked at him and I said, bro, if you tell me to go home and you drop me off and you tell me to stay home, I'm fucking staying home. And so he was like, okay, that's what's going to happen. I'm going to take you home. Now, this is your only time I'm going to let you slide on something like this, because if you are high on something, next time I will take you in and you will go to juvenile for whatever you're doing. I will test you. Because he didn't test me for anything. He wanted to when he first got me on the side of the road with, with my hands and all that shit up on the car. He wanted to test me, but because of me being 15, he couldn't, because my parents, and he didn't have the cell phones or anything back then. So but so I'm gonna leave it at that. It's 25 minutes, y'all. Hopefully you love this. Number 5 is gonna be coming out, and that's gonna be me at home. And that's going to get in the meat and the potatoes of the Hat Man. It's going to be seeing 2 dead lovers in my bed. It's going to be seeing fucking shadow people. I'm even going to literally grab my next door neighbor to come over to my house and chill with me because of me being so freaked out from what I was seeing. And then, of course, just the normal tripper type thing, seeing just random stuff become real, like, those old school Mario, like, racing cars. Yeah, I'll get into that. I'll get into that in the next one. But I'm telling you, it's gonna be great. But for anybody and everybody that stuck with me this long, man, thank you. This stuff did happen to me. Everything I'm telling you and everything that I will tell, because there's more other stories I can tell from all of my tripping days. Like I said, I am 1 year away from being 40, man, and I did illicit drugs for a long time, from 17 until I was about 29, 30-ish. That's what I did every single day of my life. No stop, no slow down. So, like I said, I got a lot of different trips and a lot of different crazy shit that to this day, some things I don't know. I can't explain. So I wanted to bring it to y'all. And with that, stay the positive, never to the negative. Always remember that. Go one other day, baby, you play. You only get one life to live. You better live it for today. Peace.